Good evening and welcome to VChess. My name is Naiditsch. I am a chess grandmaster and we are continuing our educational streams. So I will be playing 10-minute games. We're gonna have openings, middle games, end games, tactics, positional ideas, everything. Join us on VChess. So let's go with our first game here. D4, knight on f6. Grand Mina first today to say hello. Yes, Grand Mina, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great evening. Second is today. Alexander is second. Hi, Alex. And Mystery Man today, the third high of the evening. Welcome, everyone. I hope you are having so far a great Monday. Let's play some chess. Let's go with the move e6. Very solid setup. And yes, we have different options how to set up this position. Let's go with the move bishop d6. It is so solid. We have bishop on g5. Wow. This looks really weird to play first and then this. I don't know. Okay, let's go with the move h6 because it is so strange. Wow, it is so strange. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a great day so far. Monday, maybe morning for you. For me, it is evening. By the way, I clicked wrong. Oh, I clicked completely wrong. Sorry. Wrong game. Because I was thinking we played 10 minutes, but we are not playing 10 minutes. Now I have to play way faster. By accident, I clicked on blitz game. Wow, I didn't see that. Okay. So let's finish the blitz game and then let's go immediately for the rapids because I thought I didn't check that we are playing now a blitz game. Okay. Let's play this game till the end and then very quickly we switch to rapid. Sorry for that, I didn't see that we are playing a blitz game. So let's go with the blitz game. We have to play so quick here. I didn't see that, so I played also very slowly in the beginning. Didn't pay attention at all. I've been just reading the chat. Bean, welcome, Bean. So, after this game, we will be immediately switching to rapid. By accident, I clicked on playing blitz. So, let's go. Position is actually slightly better here for black, but I didn't see that we were playing a blitz game, so I've been wasting my time first. So we have to do something quickly here. Let's go maybe with the move queen g5, because otherwise I will be just losing on time. So let's play quick. h5. So, by the way, I started to upload the members only section videos, so you can check it out. Quite nice videos on the endgames. Of course, this is just basics, but we have to start with something. So we are starting with the basics on the endgames. You can take a look. I think you will like it. I'm uploading in the full format, so check them out. All right. After this game, we will be switching very quickly to the rapid games, obviously. Can I give him a checkmate somehow? Not easy. It is not easy to give a checkmate. Maybe we're gonna trick him. Look at this bishop c4. Does it work? Because I want to give this knight f3 check and then we're gonna go for the king. Let's see if this trick is working. Our opponent is taking now his time. This is good because before we had 0 time on the clock. Now we have a little bit more, so knight on f3. Let's try to checkmate the guy. Let's see if we can, of course. So my idea was to play here queen h5. I don't think... Is there a defense? Or is it going to be a checkmate there? Sorry. Whoa. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. We might be winning even having so little time on the clock. This would be fantastic, of course. Queen takes. Why he takes with a queen, not with a knight first? Alright, queen up. We will be winning the game. Okay, this is of course not that important because I just clicked wrong, so we are back now to the 10-minute games. Rapid. Let's go with the usual stuff. This was just to warm up the mouse. Alright, alright. I see in the chat Michelle, I see Bean in the chat, Mythic Man also here with us, Roland in the chat, Mystery Man also here. Alright, welcome everybody to VHS. So now we play the rapid games, now we can be more relaxed. This kind of blitz games are so quick, very difficult to comment, so we're losing the idea of the stream. Now that we have 10 minutes, we can play decent games. Let's go with the Kalashnikov opening. I remember there's been a request to play the Kalashnikov a couple of times, so I don't know if this person is still here. But Kalashnikov opening is an interesting opening. As you can see, now knight on c6 been of course not the best reaction by white, because with white we should play the move knight on b5. Now we have the strong center idea by black is to get the pawn on d5 in case we can, and we have this idea of playing bishop b4. This kind of pin is looking unpleasant. We are getting ready to play the move d5. We're getting ready eventually to win the pawn on e4. He is giving us a pawn on e4. Why is he doing that? He wants to go queen on h5. So let's calculate all together. Take, take. Knight takes e4, there is this queen on h5 attacking f7 and e5 simultaneously. Of course, it is fine for us, we can play the move d5 and black is completely okay, but we would like to have more than being okay. That's why maybe let's go first with a short castle. Michelle is saying I like rapid for learning. Yeah, I think rapid is way better than blitz, because in blitz the things are just so quick and it's very, very difficult to get the overview or not to lose the overview. So I think, yeah, rapid is way better for learning than the blitz. Blitz is just too quick. Also for me, when I'm watching the top guys playing blitz, it's very difficult to follow actually, because it is so fast. It is so difficult to follow exactly what is going on the chessboard. More or less, yes, I can see, but exactly is difficult. Now that we have the bishop on h4, I think it's time to take. So white is gonna have this kind of damage structure. We might go with the move d5, but then he's gonna take, and bishop takes f6 first. To avoid this, maybe we can play the move g5. It's a bit risky, but I think it is worth the risk. The bishop on g3. On one hand, we are weakening now our pawn structure. On the other hand, we might aim for the idea of d5, number one. Personally, I like the move d6 way more. So I will be playing the move d6. I would like to block the bishop on g3 as long as I can. So very, very far from now, we will be having this pawn somewhere in an endgame not doing perfectly well. So we are trying to stay as solid as we can here. So yeah. Alright. Let me see the chat. Mythic Man is saying greetings everyone. Yep, greetings to Mythic Man. 25 minutes is too long. Yeah, 25 minutes is just a little bit too long. So 10 minutes I think is the right format. Queen on d3 makes sense. He makes a pressure against the pawn on d6, and I will be defending the pawn by playing the move rook on d8. So our idea, to keep the bishop out of the game as long as we can, to change, and one day to have the better endgame. By the way, Bean, I see you in the chat. Can you tell us, Bean, how do you like my new uploads for members only, this kind of fundamental endgames. Are there something that is interesting, or fundamental endgames, let's say, are not so interesting? I'm just curious to know your opinion. Maybe you had time to check the videos a little bit at least, because my idea is to make this kind of short videos to the point. It's not like 2 hours, 100 different positions, but point by point. I think you're driving somewhere, you take out the mobile phone or PC or tablet, wherever you are, you check, and it's very quick, couple of minutes, and then you proceed with whatever you've been doing. So this is the idea, to have a lot of small videos I will be uploading now, I hope daily, but sometimes for me it's difficult to do it daily because it takes so much time to stream, to upload the videos. I have almost no time for something else. And still a lot of things to do, so yeah, this is the little problem here. Okay, Bean is saying great videos. Okay, thanks Bean. We have the move h4 on the board. I think I should get the rook into the game, and to change the pieces would make sense, so I just change the bishop on c4. I stay with the idea, with my initial idea, and it is to play against the bishop on g3, or maybe somewhere d5, but this is very difficult to get. So after the move h4, we have this knight h5, knight f4 idea. I think it looks pretty good here. So let's go with the move knight on h5, and knight gets to f4. In case he takes, I have clearly better pawn structure. I don't know if we are doing here much better, but I think we might aim for a little better for black. Roland is saying we appreciate it. Yeah, thanks Roland, thanks. Okay. Let's see what is going to happen next. For the moment we have this great knight on h5. He takes, I can, okay, let's take first back, then let's see, because we get now this extra idea. Look at this little play here, rook to the h file, and this is gonna be quite dangerous for the king on g1. We have to be cautious with the pawn on d6, but we can protect it easily by playing rook on d8. In best case, again, we are trying to close the position as much as we can, so we do that by playing rook on d8. Everything is protected, and we have the idea of this king g7 followed by rook h8 in mind. Queen on e3. I don't know if I should play knight f4. It looks logical to play knight on f4, so I think I'm gonna play it because, I don't know, it feels just the right play here. Knight on f4, beautiful knight in case he takes, when he take with the g-pawn, so this should be slightly better for black. Everything is under protection here. Next move, king on g7, next move, rook on h8, potentially to get some play here on the h-file, and this is going to be very, very dangerous for white, so white is under pressure to do something. Let's see what our opponent is going to play. Personally, I like our position. At the moment, I think we are pushing to be a little better. c4, wow. This is not what I like. c4 looks horrible because we play the move c5 and the bishop here. He blocks his own bishop. This is like end of the story for the bishop on b3, but why to play the move c4? Look at that. I don't know. Our opponent seems like he completely underestimates our future attack, because maybe he played c4. He hopes to make a pressure against the d6 pawn, but with the bishop on b3, this is just a pawn, because where to go with the bishop? Bishop literally has no squares to go. Next, we should get our plan. So, king on g7, we are acting according to the plan we have, and it is to dominate the h-file in case we can. Maybe he also likes to escape with the king to f2, but I don't know. I don't know if this is solving all the problems of white. Let's first put the rook here on h8. This cannot be a bad play. And next we have to think. So, how can we get active in this position? There's, in theory, this idea of queen f6, g4, not looking bad at all. I think queen f6 and g4, I like it, yeah. I think we should even maybe not search for something better because it looks good. Just we have to be cautious because he might take the pawn on d6. So we should not give him the pawn in case we can avoid that. How can we avoid something like this? We can play first knight on h5 just to check what is the next move of white. Maybe he goes back, but then we might double on the h file, for example. I like it. I like it. I will be playing the move knight on h5 now, even though I think maybe we can wait with it a little bit, but I don't know. I am not 100% sure, but it looks like a good decision. It feels like it should be the right approach, so let's go. Let's go with this knight on h5, maybe rook h6, queen f6, and we try to push. Let's see what happens next. We are doing slightly better because, or maybe even more than slightly better. Bishop goes to h2, so we are proceeding with our idea of rook h6, I believe. Maybe queen f6 immediately to push the move g4 or so. Can be played, can be played. Not 100% sure what is actually the best. Both is looking so good. It feels so good to put the rook on h6. It feels also so good to put the queen on f6. We have this g4 idea. Maybe also to play immediately g4 deserves attention. I think g4 immediately also a good move here. But I think we can prepare the move g4 even more because I don't think there's a counterplay for white here. So, I don't know. Let me play maybe the move queen f6. Not 100% sure. Maybe rook h6 was better. Oh, g4. I completely did not expect that. This is looking what he wants to do after knight f4. I think his idea is that in case I take, he would like to go this rook on g1 and to take on g5. Which is also not easy at all, and I'm actually not sure that this is working, but why not just to play knight f4? Little bit weird play. Oof, he gives up on his bishop. This is not a good play by the guy because now bishop b3 versus a bishop on e6. This looks just terrible for white, to be honest. Maybe we can find a way even to get like much better quickly. In case we take, his idea is probably this g5 push somewhere. So he goes away with the queen first, and then he would wish to play the move g5. So we can play this queen on g5. But to take also with a pawn is looking great. So I don't know, what would you do here? Would you take with the e pawn or would you take with a g pawn? It looks both like a great position for black. So difficult to say what is actually the right way to play. I think let's take maybe with the g pawn because I like this idea of queen h4 somewhere. So I'm taking with the g pawn. Let me know what you would do. Let's see what happened. Queen on c1. He tries to keep the h file under control. This is making perfect sense. But the queen is so passive. I believe we should be better here. We should be way better. Just I have to find some strong play. So in theory g5 is possible, but we have this queen on g6. The problem is that in case I go rook h4, there is g5. This is unpleasant. So how can we win the control over the h file? There should be a way. There should be a way, just I don't see it. Maybe something like queen g5 first. Is it possible to play queen on g5? Because I think also bishop takes g4 somewhere might be very interesting. So let's take, let's see. Let's see first. We go with the move rook on h4, I guess. Next move is queen on h6. Now it's very crucial that we win the control over the h file. Of course, in case we don't, we still have this queen d8, queen a5, etc. So this is also much better for blacks. It's not even close to a draw, but we are having this kind of bishop extra on e6. The bishop on b3 completely out of the game. That's why I have the hope that we will find something. In case we win the control over the h file, this is gonna be very difficult position for white to hold. So let's see if we can get the things done here. Maybe let's go with the move queen h6, no? There's g5, then we go there. Okay, let's go here. Let's take. Okay, job done. Number 1 job is done. So here, maybe let's go. Okay, let's go with the king to g5. Then we are advancing. Okay, all clear. All clear. We have a plan. White is completely paralyzed here. White can do literally nothing. So we will be advancing with the king, and then somewhere we're gonna enter with the king to h4, and we're gonna win. So we're gonna run with our king around White's position, and I don't think White has any kind of counterplay here. At least I see no counterplay whatsoever. We have also interesting move like a5, because I would like to see what he's doing against the move a5. If he's closing the position by playing the move a4, so the bishop literally will be not able to play one single move. There's some kind of c3 to freeze the bishop, but I don't know if it's possible to hold position like this with White. It looks terrible. We have somewhere the idea of this bishop takes g4, just we have to execute it in the right moment, and it's gonna be a game over. So let's see. Also, White is in sort of a Zugzwang, I would say, because very difficult to make a move. As I promised, we go with the move a5 just to see what he is going to play. So he likes the bishop there. What can I say? Now this bishop takes g4 should be a win somewhere. Let's first play something else just to see what is going to play our opponent. Let's wait a little bit. I just want to wait to see what is going to happen, because we have all the time. We have all the time in the world. Just first to check. We can move a little bit there and back. The bishop on b3. Not so many options on the board. And at some moment I will be sacrificing a piece, and it should be a win, but let's wait for the right moment. Maybe first I will be putting my king to a slightly better position. You will see why I'm doing that. For the moment it's not visible, but my idea is to play now the move queen on g8. So my idea was to try to win the pawn on c4. The same I can do with the pawn on a4. And this is also possible. So this is what I wanted. Our opponent is, of course, playing very, very ugly but very, very tight game, I would say. So let's get the queen now over b4, and then at some moment we're gonna come back. So we have to shake the guy right to left. So will we be able to win the current game? We are doing well. But it's still not completely winning, so it is still a fight. No, I think we should risk. We should go here. In case he takes, we're gonna collect the pawn on f3, and it should be game over. So now we have the check. So we are actually entering with our queen after all these maneuvers. They're back. We are gaining here some room, and it should be, I think, now the king is going. Still, it's not an easily winning position. This is a thing, but it is a winning position, so it should be at some moment some Zugzwang. Actually, quite a nice game, I would say. Usually I don't like to comment my own games so with such big words, but I think it's a nice game. So how can we win here in this position after changing? Is it a win or is it a draw? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. This is the problem. I'm just not sure if we can win here. This is bad. This is very, very bad. Oh, what is that? 3 times repetition already? Wow. We had a 3 times repetition. I didn't see that it's 3 times repetition. We didn't manage to win. That's pity, because it's a nice game. We played a good game. And in the end, I was not sure if we can win this position, because the guy is just waiting. And yes, it is sort of Zugzwang position, but I was just not sure. Are we winning or is this a draw? He's gonna play this c3, and in case of bishop f7, he's waiting. So we play this, he's waiting. How to win the current position? Feels like it should be a win, but... Okay, I played too slow. I should have a little bit more time on the clock, then I would be winning here. It is a winning position, but... maybe we should play something over b4. So first to get the king here, then to get queen on b4. Okay, good chances to win, obviously, but too little time on the clock. That's pity. It was a nice game. This has been a nice game. We did it step by step, and in the end, yeah, too little time to win the game. But I also a little surprised that we have this kind of 3 moves repetition here. Wow, this is 3 moves repetition. I didn't see that. Yeah. Can we win by playing queen on g3? Just curious. We're gonna take, so I was not sure. And this is a win or this is a draw. We can sacrifice this kind of piece. Let's say king takes g4, there's f3 coming next. Bishop is completely out of the game, so it should be a win. Yeah, I should have taken on g4. I should have taken on g4, and then we would be probably winning. All right. Let's go with the next game. I think it was an interesting game. It was like step by step. We did it very, very close to win the game, and then in the end, yeah, I should have won it. What to do. But it was nice. I think it was a cool game. Let's go with the next one. Mythic Man is saying I was screaming. Yeah, I should have taken on g4, bishop queen on b4, but okay, sometimes over the board it's not so easy, guys. It's not so easy because we have to take quick decisions, and yeah, when you're taking a quick decision, not easy. I should have played faster earlier. Okay, let's go with the Catalan defense, and let's go with the move knight on c6 and rook on b8. This is quite a rare line here with knight c6 and rook on b8, but it's very interesting because the idea for black is to keep the pawn on c4 alive for as long as possible. There are many lines here, many force lines, many ideas for both colors, as we have in the Catalan. Now a4, this is quite unusual play because we are able to place move knight a5, and now we will be keeping the pawn on d5 for a long time, most probably. So, what should we do here after the move a4? Should we go immediately with the move knight on a5? Maybe he likes to go knight to e5. Quite unusual play, so I need to think. What we should play here. Also, this move is looking interesting because we get the knight on b4. By the feeling, I should play bishop e7, but maybe we have something better. Not sure. Maybe try knight a5 immediately, because why not? Why not knight on a5? Let's keep the pawn. Let's keep the pawn as long as we can. As well, we might have this option of playing c5 somewhere, which is quite typical option. The bad thing about c5 is that usually after playing c5, it's very difficult to get a better play with black. The good news after c5 usually is all of this is pretty equal, so you are not risking to get a worse position. Knight on d2's idea is to play queen on c2 and to take the pawn on c4. So yes, we can play the move c5. I think this is pretty equal. Let's think if we have eventually something better. We can play the move b6 followed by the move bishop a6, but there is knight e5. This is looking like so-so. Maybe I should not do that. We have the move bishop on b7, looks also normal. So, what should we play here? Maybe knight on d5, just to keep the pawn for as long as we can. There is knight e5 coming, and then knight on b6. Just to keep the pawn. Okay, let's go. It's very dangerous play. I think objectively c5 was the best, but I just would like to try to keep the pawn. So, let me try. Knight on d2 is not perfectly positioned. After knight on d2, the bishop is sort of stuck on c1, except white is going to win the pawn on c4. So, white is now under pressure here. Knight on e5 is normal, and we play this move knight on b6 as we wanted. I'm attacking the pawn on d4, I'm defending the pawn on c4. Very typical idea for Catalan. This knight on d5, knight on b6. The knight from d2 can go to f3, but we have the knight on b3 idea, so... Let's see what is going to happen next. Also, we have the idea of playing f6 in many of the positions. To push away the knight from e5, not a bad thing. Currently, I would say that white is under pressure, because you have to do something with the white. White cannot wait here. White has to find a way to push against us. It means white needs to play something. I think it's too slow. I believe e3 is too slow, it feels a bit too slow. Idea is f6, we have this queen h5. So this is our idea, or idea of our opponent, but I think we have bishop d6, number 1. We have c5, number 2, which is also looking now pretty good, but again, difficult to win, this is a problem. So I think I'm gonna play the move bishop on d6, just to take the knight, and defend the pawn on c4, as long as I can. Wow, knight f7, I completely missed it. His idea is queen h5 and takes the knight. Wow. What a tactical guy. Quite nice tactics, very unexpected, I didn't see that. G6, and he takes, but what an idea. e3, queen h5, like wow. Very, very unexpected and a beautiful idea, yeah. What can I say? Now we are in trouble. We are not doing well. Let me develop a piece, not to lose immediately. What a nice tactic by our opponent. Very, very unexpected. Knight takes f7, queen h5. Huge. This kind of e3, knight takes f7. Poof. Out of nowhere, I would say. Out of nowhere. Very difficult to see, because it's so unusual to play the move e3 when you have knight on d2. It's like looking just so weird, and then this beautiful tactic. Nice. Nice play by our opponent. Let's fight. Let's fight. Maybe we'll get still some chances to get back into the game. e4. Okay. What should we do here? After the move e4, I think we should play something like queen e7, and with the hope to get bishop on b4, because I think this is like the chance that we have to get a little bit activity at least, or to take the pawn on a4. We have to get something, I mean, sort of compensation for having this kind of terrible position of the king on f7. Knight on f3. He is not afraid of bishop on b4. Why? Why is he not afraid? He wants to give me a check. Queen e5. I'm a little bit surprised by this move, because I think there is no need to play something like this with the white pieces. He was doing just so well. So, what can we do here? Maybe it's a very good move, but this is a very strange move on the other hand. Yeah, I would not play this. So can we still fight in the current position somehow, at least to get a little bit of fight? Not easy, by the way, but I think I should go king on g7. I don't think there's something better. There's bishop g5, I see, but I just don't know what else we can do. So let's go king on g7, not to get checkmated, and once again I'm hoping to get a little bit back into the game. If I manage to grab the pawn on a4 somehow, it's gonna be still a fight. So let's see what is going to happen next. For the moment, our opponent is playing fantastic game. Just fantastic, especially this e3, knight takes f7 out of nowhere. These ideas are not typical at all. So yeah, bishop on g5, I have to go on f8, so I don't have something better. Now we still keep this h6 idea, which is normal to be played next. In case of e5, bishop e7, we are sort of a little bit back to the game in my opinion, because we get the square on d5, so it's not like it is completely over yet. Of course, Black is under huge pressure, but we are fighting. We are fighting. Let's get the a4 pawn somehow, and then let's continue fighting. So next couple of moves are crucial here. We might survive with a bit of luck. If we don't, then that's it, obviously. So let's see, maybe some endgames somewhere, and then we try to escape. Let's see how the game is going to go. For the moment, we would like to play this move h6. We have the option of bishop b4 somewhere. He just goes back. So weird, why to attack and then to go back? Very weird play by the guy. I don't know, such a strange play. Maybe it's a great play, but it's a very weird play. So to get our queen first to f8 and then to go there. Oof. Very, very high level chess. Too high level, I would say, for me. So what can we do next? I think I should go queen e8 probably. Because I don't think I have something else. This is a problem, so let's go queen e8. I would like to grab the pawn on a4. This is like my only chance. I have to take the pawn. In case I don't get the pawn, there is no way to survive in the current position. Let's see if we will be able to take the pawn. For the moment, our opponent is unbelievably strong, so he's playing fantastic game. Fantastic, I would say. We are still fighting. It is not over yet. a4 pawn is under attack. Once we take the a4 pawn, it's gonna be a game. So let's see. Let's see how the game is going to develop. We are fighting my idea to take the pawn, so this is clear. He has to find now something to defend the pawn on a4. There are many moves for white. He might be even just pushing here on the king side. It feels so dangerous for black, so obviously our position is extremely dangerous, but we are fighting. So knight on e5, he's giving us the pawn on a4, but what is his idea? Okay, I don't know. I think I should take, because I don't see his idea, at least not immediately, so I'm taking knight on e5. Wow. What is his plan? Knight on e5, what is the sense of white's knight e5? We have to think, because probably there is an idea, because he is playing fantastic, so he has an idea, but just we don't see it probably. The next move, I think, is going to show us, is there an idea or he just gave us a pawn like that? In case there is no checkmate, no immediate checkmate, we are back. I mean, it's still a big fight, and of course, I don't think that black is doing better, but we are back regarding very unclear position. Everything can happen, so yeah, we are fighting. It looked terrible. Now we are sort of a little bit back. Step by step. Also, our opponent is taking a lot of time. This is h4. Wow. What is that? I would never guess this move, even if you would let me guess 5 times, because how to guess a move like that? Okay, let's go immediately for the exchange of queens, because at least we would be fine in case we change the queens. Now we have several options here how to proceed in case of queen on b3. He wants to get queen c1. We have this bishop h6, but I can always take on e5. Okay, I think we are back. We are back. We are fighting here. So things are by far not easy any longer. We have to play good chess now. We have to play good chess, and the things are gonna be alright. What could be a good chess move here? Let's think a little bit. I don't know if this is actually so dangerous, so maybe I don't know if there is some kind of d5 stuff also coming next. Might be. Might be. Not sure, but maybe. Okay, let's do something a little bit dangerous, but let's take and let's play the move rook on the 8, because I think queen on e3 is he tries to give us a checkmate, but is it a checkmate? This is a question that is not so easily to be answered, because he's giving me away all his material. Let's see if he's able to checkmate. If not, we are fine. So let's go first of all king on g8, because I don't like this check. No, we have a couple of options. We have this option of always taking there, which is by far not easy. So but I don't know if this is a checkmate, because it doesn't seem like it is a checkmate here. So maybe we are okay. Let's play maybe this. Okay, let's take. Because we have to win some material. So this endgames now we have 4 pawns. So the endgames are going to be crazy. Which is okay for us. From a completely lost position into crazy is a very positive change, I think. So this is what we will be taking. This is clear. And next we try to be very solid. Every endgame is something great for black now. Every endgame is a win. The bishop on a4 is covering the d1 square, which is fantastic. So I think we are back. I think we are completely back in this position, and we should be able to change the queen somehow. Yes, of course we are. Let's go. Let's change the queens. He has missed that we are changing the queens. So we are completely back. Maybe actually black is doing now much better. I don't know. It looks better. Because the pawn is rolling. We have 4 pawns here. Of course, it's still a complete mess, but I think we are doing pretty well. So let's go with the move c3. We don't care about the pawn h5. Who cares about the pawn when we have the queen coming? I think we should go c2. This looks like the right play. And now we have to think what to do with the bishop here. It should be now great position for black. I think we should push or a6. Let's go with the move. Maybe a6, just to be safe. Why not to be safe? Also, why I didn't give him the check there on d2. This is ridiculous. So I will be not making the same mistake twice now. Here comes the check. And I think we are on the right way to win the game. So close. What a game. I mean, he played fantastic in the beginning, just fantastic, but now we are back and we are doing way better. He's trying to grab something, but it's still very difficult to win any kind of material here. The rook is doing well. We have all the possible tricks. Next we have the pawns rolling, so we get the knight to some better place and we will be pushing the pawns. So is it possible to save a position like this with the white pieces? Doesn't seem so. All right, we are so close to win the game. Bishop on e2, what could be the idea? I don't know. So let's move as we planned. Let's get our knight finally into the game. And about this, I do not care much. So we have the check, for example. And we have the check here on d1, and this is a win. What a game! What a game! Very nice game. First, our opponent played brilliantly, and oh, he continues. This is unexpected because maybe to resign is not a bad idea when you have like literally no material on the board. So yeah, okay. The guy tries to play till the very end. Okay, It's his right. This is just his right to play this kind of positions till the end. No problem, now he resigns. Let's offer a rematch, yeah. After such a game, of course, a rematch. So, tough game. Very, very tough game. First, he played amazingly. Then we had this kind of very complex endgame, very, very interesting. Chances for both sides, so a crazy game. In the end, yes, we've been dominating the guy. Also, because I think we pushed him a little bit on time. Otherwise, it would be just a complete gamble, because with little time, this would be terrible. So many options. And this is still a theory, so now for the moment, everything is as usual here. Don't be like it is something special. No, absolutely not. This is the main line of theory here. I'm surprised that he is thinking this is a little bit strange, because in case he plays this line, he is a good player, so he knows this kind of lines. And now he starts to take his time. This is strange. And this is theoretical line, very, very popular line for white and for black. Usually we see the move b6 being played, so this is something normal. There is also knight on e6, but I would not advise you to play knight on e6 because you block your bishop, and this, I believe, is slightly better for white. Not much, again. Very, very playable. Okay, he goes for this, slightly worse. Not my taste. I would never do that with the black, because I think just unpleasant. You're suffering, slightly worse, and quite unpleasant to defend. Still, it is an interesting game, so let's go. With the move bishop e3, we are attacking the pawn on c5. We can expect the move b6 to happen, and now we go with the move queen on d2. This is typical. We would like to play the move bishop on h6 next. Our idea to play with a better knight against worse bishop, and we have a little bit more space here with the white pieces, so it's like slightly better for white. No, nothing much, but on the other hand, it's a risk-free better. So risk-free on a good level is usually what you want. And most of the top players, when you see their games, you see that they like this kind of risk-free positions. That yes, they're pushing a little bit. If something goes bad, it's a draw. If something goes good, I'm gonna win. So it's like this 50-50 where you risk almost nothing, and you say that, all right, if my opponent plays not the best, I will be pushing for a long time. So now, what do we have in the current position? We have this slightly better, as I've been explaining. We can take the bishop, which is normal, get the queen to g5, which is also normal, but to play queen on g5 immediately also looks normal. There is some kind of f6, but this is slightly better for white, in my opinion. That's why we have also the idea knight on g3, knight h5, not looking bad at all, because there is f6, but then we're gonna take and get the rook there. Interesting. This is looking very interesting, so we have this kind of double option here. It's pity that knight f6 is not working, or does it work? No, it is not working, so he takes, I take, king takes, I take, king takes f6. There is this queen h6 attacking the rook, but where is the mate? Where is the checkmate? I don't see the checkmate, so I think it just doesn't work. We have to take a decision, and our decision is I don't know. I don't know, but I like the move knight on g3. I don't know. By the feeling, I like this so much to play knight on g3. I just don't know if it is a correct play, but let's go. Let's go with the move knight on g3. I like it. There is a direct threat of this knight at h5. There's rook e4, rook on h4. So logical. What do you think, guys? Would you play also the move knight on g3, or would you do something else? I play chess here with us. I play chess. Hey, how are you doing? We have Sai also here, our music man, the DJ of the channel. Sai, thank you very much for all the kind messages. In case you have some questions, please write them in the chat. We have Heidi BM with knight f6. I also thought it might work, but I don't see how. E takes f6, Hadi, what happens after? In case you take e takes f6, he is going to take the pawn and take the rook, take queen h6, bishop g7, so I don't see how to win the game. I also been calculating that. So we have the move rook on e8. Alright, I think now we are doing very well because it's gonna be difficult for black to defend this position. Let's go with the move bishop takes, and queen g5 is possible, but I think rook e4 is looking so powerful to bring the rook to h4. As we know from so many games that we have played so far, knight and queen, this combo is a deadly combo, so once knight and queen is getting into the attack, it is basically game over. So now we are trying strategically to play this kind of knight and queen versus queen and bishop, and knight and queen are in the attack position is closed. This is so dangerous now for the king on g7. We have easy continuations, even like rook e1. First, let's bring the last piece into the game. We have rook h4 coming with the idea queen h6, so dangerous. We have queen on g5 idea. We have also queen f4 somewhere to grab the pawn on d4. Many options, and with black it's very unclear how to defend the current position. h6 is a good play by our opponent, but is it enough to hold the current position? It's very questionable because it is difficult to hold here. Maybe it's time to play the move rook h4, or maybe let's play first the move rook e1. Let's see what happens, because we have this idea of knight e2, knight on f4 as well. So many options to take the pawn. I don't care about the pawn, so this does not matter. We would like to checkmate the guy, plus we have this knight e2, knight on f4 idea. Multiple ideas. c5, he tries to free the bishop. This is good play, we are playing a good opponent. Can we checkmate the guy? How to give a checkmate? Maybe should we go like h4 h5? Looks not bad to push h4 h5, then rook on g4, but is it a checkmate? It might be a checkmate. To play rook h4 is also good, because he has to go rook h8, there's nothing else. So we are doing very well, but what is the next? How to proceed with the attack? Not so easy to play. Knight e2, knight f4 is looking good, especially with idea e6 coming next, but h4, nice. I like this h4. Just by the feeling, just in case we have king h2 somewhere, we would like to play h5. We still keep the option of knight on e2 and knight on f4 in case we need it. We still kept the option of playing e6 in case we need it. So multifunctional move here. h4, main idea, h5, side ideas, knight e2, knight f4. And in case the bishop goes here, we can always prevent this by playing, for example, the move f3, or we have even f4, f5. But I don't like the move f4, because why to keep this long diagonal like that, so I would prefer to close it. And then we get h5, then we get rook g4, and then we give a checkmate. So we have this plan of a checkmate. What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Do you believe in the checkmate here for white, or do you think black is doing fine? Queen a2, wow, this is insane. This is crazy. To take this pawn, this is just crazy. I mean, I cannot believe that the guy took the pawn, because what is that? What is this? To take the pawn there, this is just insane. So I will be playing the move b3, I think. The queen is completely out of the game. The king is alone to take the pawn on a2. Oh, wow. This is insane. Maybe he thought he's doing just so bad that it's his best counter chance, but this is just completely shocking. Your king is alone. All the white pieces are now will be attacking the king on g7, and you just take the pawn on a2. So yeah, this is... the guy has nerves. As many would say, the guy has nerves. A little bit crazy to take the pawn on a2. I have to say that this is a little bit insane. To be honest, to take this kind of pawn. Wow. I mean, it's a cool player. I like the guy because he is just a little bit crazy, of course, but it's a cool playing style. I mean, completely fearless. Of course, it makes no sense to do something like this, but on the same, it's quite cool. It's quite funny to play chess like this. You just take the pawn, you are queen down, but you literally don't care. So our opponent doesn't care. He's queen down. He says, all right, queen down, so what? I have more queens. Okay, so how to give a checkmate in this position, bishop e6. I think we proceed with our main idea, h5. I wonder if he's going to take the pawn on b3. Let's go, because this guy, he is fearless, so we can expect him to take also the pawn on b3. Yes, he does it. What a player, fantastic. This is just fantastic, because is it not immediately a checkmate? By the way, I have this e6 play now, also looking like completely game over. But what a fantastic player. Just look at these pieces. This is funny. This is funny, in my opinion. Still, we have to deliver a checkmate, so let's go for the checkmate. We have this sacrifice of playing the move e6. Of course, he's gonna take because he is just fearless. So it's easy to predict his play. We're gonna take on g6 and maybe he is going to resign. In case of e6, what could be the defense? He's gonna take on c2, and then we're gonna play queen f4. Is there a defense? I think it's just resignation, so this move seems to win the game, but also we have many moves that are winning the game. This is a problem, the usual problem that too many options are winning. Also just to take rook h4. Rook h8 is sort of forced. We can play e6 or queen f4. Also, this looks like a completely winning position, but I like the move e6 because it looks funny. He's trying to play a funny game with us, we play a funny game with him. Let's go with the move e6. No, it looks beautiful. He is bishop b3, queen a2, so 0 pieces are defending your king side. And we are pushing e6. Like, he will be able to be almost 4 pawns up. Amazing. This is amazing. I mean, very funny player. We're playing very tactical guy. Very funny player. What else can I say? This is a crazy funny guy. But to play like that is a bit too risky, I would say. Now after e6, how to defend from a checkmate? We would like to take or to take on g6. So we have two different options. We have queen f4 coming as well. Like a deadly play. So for example, in case he takes the pawn, we're gonna play queen f4. And I believe this is just a checkmate because we are attacking the pawn on f7 and so many different tricks simultaneously. Like we say here on the stream, chess is a game of double attack. So we are not having a double attack. We have like, I don't know, 5-time attack. How to say correctly when something is attacked 5 times simultaneously. Still, it is a very funny position, and we are playing a very funny guy. For a long time, we haven't played a guy like that. Very funny player. Crazy guy, just eating everything away. Very tactical player, our opponent, but I think fearless is a good quality, but in case you go too far, this becomes counterproductive because bishop b3, queen on a2, like... Wow. If you show a few guys this kind of bishop b3, queen a2, it looks fantastic, no? What do you think, Hadi? Hadi is somehow quite silent today. I don't see Hadi writing much. No, Hadi wrote something before. What do you think, Hadi? Would you play like that to take the pawn on a2 and to take the bishop on b3? Crazy game, crazy game. So... Hadi is writing, I'm here. Okay, so Hadi is there. Our opponent is going down on time. There's almost no time. He takes the c2 pawn. So as we said, our idea is to play the move queen on f4. We are attacking the pawn on f7. And where's the defense? Where is the defense? I don't see a defense. It looks like a checkmate here. Let's be sure that we are going to checkmate the guy. Naiditsch is saying chess players must be greedy. I agree with you. I agree with you. The words of the great Gary Kimovic. Absolutely. Now I think he has missed that we can take the pawn on f7 and it is a game over. So we are winning the current game, but anyway, very nice game, very funny in my opinion. Great game. So let's go queen on g6 because we would like to collect the pawn on h6. I think he's going to resign now, but what a funny game. So our opponent gave us a chance for this craziness, and now he self-mates himself because it's a beauty. Of course he sees it, but it's a beauty. So okay, let's offer another rematch because the guy is playing very cool chess, so maybe we're gonna have another very interesting game. Let's go. Now we have the move e4. Let's go with the move e5. So we're gonna play something very solid. e4, e5, bishop b5. We have the Spanish. Let's play the Spanish with knight f6. So this is Berlin with the move d6. Very solid line for white and for black. Slow play. So yeah. Thank you very much, Bean. It was indeed a cool game. I think it was a very nice game. We have c3, g6. This is the idea to get the bishop to g7 in case of c3 move. So we are putting our bishop to g7 and castle. All is normal. He plays a very normal game. We are playing a very normal game. Everything is very normal. So b5, this is usually the idea. To advance, because we have this nice bishop on g7, so we can push a little bit. Bishop on c2, so he's not putting bishop on b3. It gives us this chance for knight h5 and f5, because in case you keep the bishop on b3, then I will be playing the move knight h5 and c5. Now that the bishop is on c2, we have the chance for knight h5 with a straight idea of playing the move f5, but it's not always the move f5, so now we have to choose. Instead of knight on h5, more normal would be to play the move d5, so this would be also good position. I mean, nothing wrong at all with playing the move d5. Bishop on e3, he's provoking us a little bit into playing the move f5. Why is he doing that? Why is he provoking us into playing the move f5? I have no idea. Why is it such a great thing to provoke me to play the move f5? But he's very tactical, so we know that maybe he has a plan, but I don't see his plan. I think he wants to take, but we're gonna take. He wants to take e5, but this is, I think, very fighting position, so that's alright. I can sacrifice the pawn. Question is, of course, should I sacrifice the pawn? I can, but can and should is a bit different, so I don't know. I don't know, it looks alright. It looks not bad, but hard to say. Very difficult to say, because on one hand it looks very good, on the other hand I'm like not 100% sure, because... But okay, it's gonna be funny. Let's go. Let's go with this funny position after the move f5. Now my plan is to take. Of course, I see that he's going to take on e5. This is obvious, but we will see a very funny position. So let's go. Let's go for this craziness, and we have two options now to play. I thought I will be taking with a knight, but now maybe I will be also taking with a pawn. Let me take with a knight. So this was my initial plan, and I will be playing with my initial plan. It is to take here. He is going to grab. And the idea was to play the move f4. Let's double check if this is working. There's d4, and I thought I have this knight on g6 idea. So, is it smart? Maybe. Maybe it is very smart. Maybe it's not so smart. Let's see. Maybe also we can go knight on g6 first. Many options here. We should have good compensation according to my feeling, but it is a big gamble. Let's go with the move f4. So sometimes initial feeling is the way to go. My initial feeling tells me I should play the move f4 because in case of d4 we just go back, knight on g6, and bishop has to go d2 or c1, so he's so passive. He will be so passive. It should give us quite decent chances for good compensation, in my opinion. Of course, let's see how the game is going to develop. But maybe, or maybe not. Maybe I actually made a mistake. I did not see there's a check. Oof. I didn't see the check. This is a problem. Why didn't I see that he can check me? Yes, I did not see the check, and still, it's not so easy, but it is a very bad position. So, not easy, but bad. I did not see the check. So what can we do here? What can we do here? Do we have some other chances to do something? I don't think so. Okay, I have to play knight on g6. What to do? I don't have a choice here. I have to go for it. And it's not so easy as you might think. So position is still fighting here. Still a big fight. But it's obviously better for white. What I saw is that he has to go back somewhere. And I believe in case he goes back, this is fine for black. Because yes, of course, very complex, difficult to estimate, etc. But I don't think that black is worse. He's so passive with his pieces. And it should give black quite decent play. The problem is I think that queen on d5 is working. Let's see, it's gonna be a crazy game in any case, even after queen on d5. It's so crazy because I will be playing king there, I'm gonna take, then the knight gets there, I'm closing his queen. It's gonna be, again, a crazy game, but it feels that I should be doing bad by the feeling. Just purely according to the feeling, it should be not a good position. But of course, let's see. Let's see how the game is going to develop. So, step by step, move by move. My initial plan was that till his pieces are so passive, I might have a way to push. Idea was good. Idea was not bad, just it might not work, but let's see. Maybe he is afraid to play this queen on d5, because it also feels not like 100%. No, he's not afraid. I mean, it was a stupid question. That this kind of guy is afraid. He's afraid of nothing, obviously. The way he plays, he is afraid of nothing. So this was a stupid question. Now, can we fight in the current position? Let's see if we can, or it's gonna be just 1-0. So, we should try to play somewhere the move d5. This is clear. But we should keep the knight in the game. In case of knight f4, he has this queen on e4. I have queen h4, but maybe. Okay, maybe I can try this. Do I have some other try? I don't think even I have something else. Probably I have to go for it. Should I? I don't know. Maybe we can go also knight on h4, because how to defend the pawn on g2? I would like to play this queen on g5, and I would like to play the move d5. So this is also possible, and I can start with queen on h4, attacking the f2 pawn. So position is not easy. We have to make a very good calculation here. Actually, queen h4 is not looking bad. I think g3 is like the best. We play queen f6 back. The pawn is under attack. There's queen g2. We take h3. There's queen h2. This is very interesting position. We have bishop h6 coming after. So, two options. Knight f4 or this queen on h4. Both is looking like it is a crazy play. It is more difficult than what I thought. Actually, maybe black is doing fine here. Just we have to play a good move. If I go here, he goes here. I play bishop f5. How is this position? He moves his queen somewhere. I'm gonna take. He's gonna take. Not sure, not sure. Very difficult to evaluate the positions. This is a problem that it's so hard to say what is good and what is bad in this position. Very difficult to say. Yeah. Also, this move is not stupid at all, because what is the next move by white? But on the other hand, I don't have a threat, so what should we do here? I think I will be playing... What would you do? What would you do in this position? Just write me in the chat. I'm just very curious. What would you do here? We have such an interesting position with so many options here for white and for black, so it is quite crazy. Maybe I will be trying to play this queen on h4, because it's quite forced. I want to take the pawn on f2, so what is his defense? In case of rook on f3, I have bishop on f5. So this is the idea. I am attacking his queen. I will be winning the bishop on c2. Maybe white is better there, but maybe not. So this is a crazy position. Maybe he will go for it, but that's alright, because we are fighting. This is not a one-sided position. Definitely not one-sided. It is a huge fight. So in case rook on f3 is a huge fight, what should white play here? What would you do? What would you do in this position? Very funny position. All the white pieces are on the starting positions. On the other hand, white has this exchange up plus 2 pawns more. So who is actually doing better? Is it white or... He still plays knight, rook on f3. Whoa. I'm surprised. Why is he doing that? A little bit strange that he's playing that, because what is the plan after bishop f5? Maybe is there something I'm missing? By the way, also knight f4 is looking very interesting. It's gonna be a mess also after the move knight f4, but I think I should play bishop f5 because... Let's go, bishop f5. Very interesting position. He will be having all these pawns more, but I have a much better development, so maybe white is doing better, but it's a tough fight here. It's still not easy. Of course, I do see the move queen takes a6, obviously. He takes... Oh, I don't think it's a good play. I don't think it's a good play, because now we will have definitely some chances. This is weird. In his case, I would never take there. Let's now not make a mistake, because it's important that we keep the knight. We need to keep the knight to have this kind of attacking chances on the guy. So I think we can play this, and I think we have queen g5. He missed queen on g5. This is almost 100%. So we will be playing queen on g5, I think. Let's think, because we can also play a different move. But we play queen g5. He has missed this, because we will be giving him a check and taking the pawn on b2. He should have thought a little bit more here. He has missed the move queen g5. I saw the move queen g5 from quite far away, but I thought that he has a different idea. What I've been calculating is that he will not give me the queen, of course. I thought queen a6. He gives me the queen, and now after queen on g5, I think white is... Okay, I don't think white is in trouble, but this position is crazy. I would like to play knight h4, so he has to take. There is nothing else. I'm gonna give him this little check there. He goes here, and now I can even keep the bishop on the board, because I'm gonna collect b2 and the rook on a1. So yeah. If I manage to collect, I think black is better. This is crazy. Are we able to be back in this game? And what a tactical battle, by the way. A very, very interesting game once again. The guy is fearless, absolutely fearless. He is just pushing. Actually, very, very funny that he's just pushing. Great player, yeah. Absolutely fearless. We saw what happened in the last game to the fearless guy, but it has also some big benefits in case you're so fearless, because you're winning a lot of games. This is crazy strategy, but this kind of crazy strategy sometimes works. You have this kind of big up and downs with this strategy. Sometimes you're winning a great game, and then sometimes you're just getting absolutely crushed. But this strategy is not bad at all. Alright, in case you like my comments and you're enjoying the streams, like and subscribe. How many likes we have so far? 52 likes only. Only 52 likes. What is happening to the likes today? What is that? What is he doing? What is happening after knight on h4? I don't understand that. Maybe I'm blind, or he has just blundered a piece. I think he just missed a piece. Because to do something like that intentionally, this would be crazy. Because why to do that? Could it be that he has just missed the move knight h4? But what to miss here? What else? What else? I don't know. I don't know what he was planning, because now the knight is under attack, the rook is under attack. Wow. What is he doing? He wants to go knight a4, so I can always take here and just to have a better position. But I think we should aim for more than that. Can I move the bishop? There's knight e4. I'm gonna take. This is not the best. I can not win something big immediately. That's pity. Okay, I think we should take, because I don't see something else where to put the queen. I think we should go like queen on g6, because we should eat his pawns away. This position is still quite crazy. What is the problem? That we have very little time on the clock. I should have played faster, but the position just been so complex, and of course we wanted to discuss the position. So it was like 2 in 1. I wanted to discuss, plus position was crazy, so yeah. We played a little bit too slow, but it still remains absolutely insane, the game, because white has chances, black has chances, there are so many checks coming. Now we have the bishop here as our defender. We're gonna take everything away from the guy. I don't know, this is still looking just insane. Who is actually doing better here? Very difficult to say who is actually on the lead. Or maybe this is just a draw. This would be funny in case this position is just equal. This would be typical for computer play. Something insane, and then computer says equal. Alright, I think we should move up first. I'm afraid of this knight at g5 somewhere. The problem is it's very difficult to avoid this move, so he doesn't want it. Okay, now we're gonna take. I think he should have gone with the move knight there, but okay. This is not a checkmate. We still have this king f6. Next we're gonna take the pawn, and it will become very, very dangerous for white. Of course, it's also very dangerous for black, but maybe we will be able to avoid getting checkmated. Let's see if we can. Let's avoid this check first. Let's see what happens next. d5. Okay, we play c5, obviously, because... oh no, this was bad, maybe. Is this a checkmate or not yet? Maybe not yet. Or is it a checkmate? Let's see. Queen is a great defender. Defend me, my queen. The c-pawn is the next queen. So it's gonna be, again, a crazy end of the game, because rook e8, it's not a checkmate. So in case there is no checkmate, black is obviously completely winning, and he would like to give me a checkmate, but now what can I do against it? I think I should take. Okay. Let's play this one. And this one. What? I cannot win it over it. It should be a win. I couldn't take the knight. No, I could take, or I couldn't knight. I'm not sure. Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't. I was just not sure. Okay, let's give a check. Let's give a check. Let's play here. This is... Let's run. He has no time. He has no time, me too, on 1 second in a rapid game. Wow. He's of course way faster than I am, but what a game till the end. Wow. How do you like my last move here? Queen on f4. What a last move, queen on f4. Because I thought this should be my only chance, because I'm so slow when it comes to seconds, and that he also had less than a second, and queen f4. Yeah, huge game. I mean, the guy played also very, very well, and we've been a little bit lucky to survive there with a queen, and we've been running, but queen is very, very strong, obviously. So quite a crazy game, so much calculation, and yeah, this was a nice one. All right, let's go with the next one, and let's see what is going to happen next. By the way, where I put my mobile phone? Just 1 second, please. Sorry, I'm back. I've been just searching for my mobile phone because it was ringing, and I thought, where is my phone? So we are back. E4, D6, D4. Let's go. Knight C3, but what a stressful game we had. The guy is a good player. He pushed us on the limit, I would say. I play chess is saying GM is a GM in every situation. Okay, GM. GM is just a title. I'm 40 years old already, not as good as I was earlier, but still sometimes we can have a good game. So we have the move c6 with the idea of playing the move b5. We can allow him to play the move b5, so this is alright. Let's go for this very, very sharp line with bishop h6. To change the bishops is a good idea here for white, so yeah. We have the short castle. Alright, this is a bit unusual, so let's take. Short castle is a dangerous line. Maybe we should play less crazy knight f3. Just something very, very solid. No risking, no nothing. Just a solid play. All right. So let's play the move. I don't know, maybe bishop d3. Quite typical. Please remember this idea, bishop d3 in these structures, because in case of b4 there is always this knight on e2 coming. So this idea bishop d3 is pretty nice. We are defending the pawn on e4 with the idea of playing knight on e2 next. Now bishop g4. He's provoking me so much to play the move e5, and I will be playing the move e5. Okay, you can provoke me once, twice, maybe third time I could have gone e5, but now we are playing finally the move e5, so the position of black is going to be very, very dangerous. So let's see, what would you do here? Knight or pawn? What would you do here? I like to take with the pawn. We are attacking the knight on f6, and knight goes here, and now we have many options of going crazy, for example with the long castle. What do you think about the long castle? I like it, because it is crazy and it is so interesting in my opinion. We will be pushing against the king on g7 with all we got. So maybe let's play this long castle. Quite crazy, but I think very interesting. Till the knight on b8 and the rook on e8 are not in the game. We have the idea of the long castle. All right, so next we will be playing a game against one of our VChess supporters, and the first game maybe goes to in my list to I Play Chess Live. I Play Chess Live, in case you would like to play a game, please let me know. So write something in the chat. I know that I Play Chess Live is very often here with us, but not always writing something, but always greets and always active. Great member, also supporting us. So I Play Chess Live, in case you're here. Okay, sure, let's play. Okay, I Play Chess Live. The next game is with you, and then I Play Chess is here. All right, so next game is with I Play Chess Live. Knight on a6, and now how can we get like ultra active? And I think we can do that by playing the move h4, h5, maybe. Let's see what is going to happen next. h5, risky, very risky. Is there something tactical here that white is capable of doing? Let's calculate a little bit. Let's not be lazy. I think I have this kind of queen g5 option. Maybe not so bad. I have the option of playing the move e6, and then we're gonna open the position, so we'll have a lot of different options. I like this e6. This is crazy, but we started a crazy game, so let's go. We say A, we say B, so let's go with e6. What do you think? How do you like the move e6? Let me know in the chat. What do you think about the e6 play? Forrest is also here with us. Welcome, Forrest. How are you? Michelle also here with us. Almost every stream. So nice to see. So, bishop takes f3. Very unusual. I saw that he's going to take, and after he takes, I wanted to go knight on d4, so this would be cool. But we have this bishop takes f3, but now how to defend the pawn on g6? There's just this direct attack on g6, and is it not just a game over? I think we're just winning. I think we have a winning continuation, so finally we will be pushing the F button. I think it's time to push the F. For a long time we haven't done that, and it's time to push the F, but let me think first before pushing. What is the best way to win here with the white pieces? Because we have a couple of options, so we have to choose a good one. No, I will not push yet, because maybe, or maybe not. Okay, I will push because I think it is a winning move. So, let's go with the F. Boom. I think we can boom our opponent now. And what would he do here? White to play. What is the winning continuation? I was not 100% sure, but I think I'm correct. So I'm pushing the F. We have a win. Let me know in the chat. Calculate for yourself. I give you 20-30 seconds more to calculate a little bit. So yes. And of course, I play chess. We are playing rapid game, yeah. So not a blitz game. No, we play rapid. So what should be the next move by white in this position? We have, in my opinion, two different options to win the game. It is just a straight win. I don't see any kind of defense, and we have a one move. I think all of you are thinking of a different move, so it will be not a move that I will be playing. You are thinking of a different move here. And let's see. Let's see. Now I have to play the move because otherwise I will be running out of time. So I hope you had enough time to make your thoughts. And I will be playing the move knight takes d5. I think most of you thought it is bishop takes g6, but it is a good move, bishop takes g6, just there is knight on f4. So we take first with the idea bishop takes g6. This is, I believe, a winning move. I don't see a defense, so I might be wrong. There might be a defense, I just don't see a defense, so I'm playing it. And bishop takes g6 was a good move, but there is knight f4. I would have to go queen e1, and then there is queen c7. If I take, there is king h6, and there is no checkmate. So this was the problem, that there is no checkmate. Now we are able to take bishop takes g6, so this is what we wanted, or we go first rook on g1 and bishop takes g6. Let me read the chat. We had rook g1, we had bishop takes g6 as ideas, but I think knight takes d5 first is more precise. So I think bishop takes g6, knight f4 was not so easy. Okay, now how to finish the game? I think we can finish the game in rook g1 or bishop takes g6. We can choose one of those. I don't think that it makes a difference. At least I don't see a difference. So let's take. Let's take, because I don't know what is the difference here. And maybe we will catch him. He's going to play this. I will be playing rook on g1, and maybe he wants to play queen f4, and he's very happy, but we have a winning continuation there. No, he takes immediately on g6, but I saw that there's a checkmate. Is it not a checkmate? Let's think a little bit. Is it not just a checkmate? This would be terrible if it is not a checkmate, but I think it is, so let's play this. Or I made a mistake. Let's see. Let's see if it was a mistake, because I saw that I have this queen h6 now with a win, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I should go rook e1 first, but then there is this queen on d6. Okay, I have to play queen h6, but very strange. I thought it's just a checkmate. There's no checkmate, yeah? Wow. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'm still correct, because I saw that queen h6 is winning, and king on e8. What is that? We are taking now the pawn on c6. So he played obviously a huge mistake. King on e8. Maybe he had... now, I push the f. We have the win. Boom. Right down the last move of the game. I know, it's too easy. Many of you are extremely strong. Still, it is beautiful to give a checkmate like that. What should be the next move for white in the current position? Write it down. It is mate in one indeed, but still, it's nice. It's always nice to give a checkmate. So you have now the possibility to give a checkmate to our opponent. Alright, so I let him no longer wait for the checkmate, so queen on g6, and it is a checkmate. So very interesting position, because I saw that it's a checkmate, but then somehow I started to think it is not a checkmate, because I saw there is no defense. I saw this king e8, queen c6, but then I start to think, actually, queen on d6, and where is a checkmate? Because take and this, in case I play rook g6, maybe it is actually a checkmate. Maybe it was alright what I did. Check, rook on f6. I give here the check, he goes king on f7, but I give a check, and probably this is a winning position, but also not sure. Not like 100%, because maybe this, he has this. Alright, no idea. No idea if we are actually winning or we are not. In any case, we have a very good compensation, but if it's more or not, maybe I should play rook e1 first, trying to get to the pawn e7. No idea. Very, very complex position. Maybe it's just nothing in this case. Maybe here queen f4 is fine, because I cannot win the rook on e8. So yeah. This I cannot do. I would have to do something else. So eventually this queen d6 holds the game, even though it's on the limit, and of course very, very dangerous everything here. But I missed that he has this queen d6 defense. Somehow I thought that this is a win. Maybe it is still a win. I can take. He has to take with a king. What a position. King is running. I have rook on g1, like one of the ideas. I can also give here first the checks and then see what I do next. Okay, too complex. I have no idea. Maybe a win, maybe not. Anyway, quite interesting game, I would say. So let's go. Let's go with I Play Chess, our long-term member. I Play Chess, great supporter. I want to see some noise for I Play Chess, please, from the chat. I Play Chess versus Captain James. Let's go. Knight f3, c5. Let's go the move g3. So we will be playing the Reti. So let me read the chat a little bit. I Play Chess is getting big support in the chat. Excellent, excellent. Yes, I Play Chess is saying he needs a bit of luck. Indeed, indeed. Okay, so we have this Reti opening with the move d6. d6 is not the main, but it's alright. So we have different options to play this position with the white pieces. First, I'm gonna castle, and then we see what happens next. Usually, black is playing something like e5 in most of the cases. So we can expect the move e5. Not yet. We have the move knight on f6. Let's go with the move c4. So we have g6 or e5. e5 now in combo with the move knight f6 is not the best. So maybe we will be seeing the move g6. Let's see. Let's see. So e6, a little bit passive, I would say. We have a chance to get the center, so obviously we are getting the center. Very, very important. You know how much I like to have the center. So now we are doing a little bit more active. We have this beautiful bishop on g2. It's a long-term advantage for white, because the bishop on g2 is a beast. And we have a little bit more space, so it's like slightly better for white. Of course, nothing much, but just a slightly better position. I Play Chess. Let's see what he is going to play next. Alright. In case you like my comments and the games, etc., push the like button, subscribe to VChess not to miss our educational streams and our educational content. So we have the move bishop e7, good play by I Play Chess, very, very normal. To castle short side, it's always good just to be safe. Good play. For the moment, everything is very much as usual. Except that slight advantage for white because of the center, but it's not much. So there is no reason to panic. I play chess is considering now different options, but actually to do short castle is the best. Yes, short castle played. Good play. I'm bringing my rook into the game. So I'm trying to put this pressure on the d file. This pressure is very, very crucial because d6 is a weakness. So I'm trying to get maybe knight on b5 somewhere. Maybe this idea of b3 and bishop on a3 somewhere. I play chess is offering us to play an endgame, and yes, I will be going for this endgame. And why I change the queens? The idea is very simple. Look at the pawn structure. So b7, b6. b7 is under attack. We have the bishop here. So black will have to lose some time to defend the pawn on b7. b6 is a long-term weakness. That's why for I play chess 24, queen on b6, not the best. Yes, it is an endgame, but endgame doesn't mean that the things are nearer to a draw. This is a big mistake. So endgame and draw, very, very different things. Now we are having the better structure, and we will be trying to push this position for a win. Let's start with the move, maybe bishop on e3. Straight away, attacking the pawn on b6. Let's see how black is going to defend now. Not so easy, not so easy. So there is knight on d7, maybe, like a defense is making sense. Knight on d7 played by I Play Chess, good moves. I mean, I Play Chess is playing very logical game, except the move queen on b6. So accept that. Good game by I Play Chess. Now that the pawn on b6 is defended, we should try to go for the other pawn. So it is the pawn on d6. How can we do that? We have knight on e4 and we have knight on b5. In case of knight on b5, probably there is something like bishop f6. So it's possible, but maybe not the best. We have also the move knight on e4, attacking the pawn on d6. And is there a defense actually for black? Not easy, not easy. So I believe maybe I don't know. Both are looking pretty okay. So let's go knight on b5. Somehow I feel like knight on b5 is a better play. So knight on b5, we try to win the pawn on d6. In case of bishop on f6, we have the bishop on d4 idea. Vaishnavik is saying, I have missed your stream during the long weekend. Were you on a break? Or the network issue that happened last week because of which we closed the stream? So it was both. I had a bad connection, and also I had to take a couple of days off, so I thought that there's a good moment to take a couple of days off because I moved to a different apartment, so it was very, very many little things to do, and I decided let's make a couple of days of break for the stream. Before that, I think I've been streaming maybe 2 weeks, no? Twice per day. Not easy, not easy. Takes so much time and energy, so a little break. And now I'm back. So, by the way, I'm back with some members only content. I started to make these educational videos. I started with the endgames. I think quite useful. You can check them out. For those of you who are already members, I think that's good information. You're going to be improving your endgame skills. Knight on e5, attacking the pawn on c4. Good play by I Play Chess. He plays an excellent game, actually. Way better than 1365. So, good game. Let me defend the pawn on c4. Next, I would like to take the pawn on d6 or the pawn on b6. This is a problem of the move queen b6 that we saw earlier. endgames are not easy when you have this kind of structure. Plus the bishop on g2 is just doing so well, so very difficult for black to develop something. With the pawns on c4, b3 and a2 we have this beautiful pawn chain. In theory we might be able to play the move a4 even to make the pawn chain even better. We have this beautiful knight on b5 attacking the pawn on d6, bishop on f6. Nice play by I Play Chess. I like it because he tries to attack the rook on a1. Excellent play. For example, in case I would take the pawn, maybe actually I should take the pawn, but still there's knight on c6 attacking the rook on a1. Very nice play by I Play Chess. What a tricky play. Bishop on f6. Just imagine, I would take here the pawn and I would think, well, pawn up, and then I see this knight on c6 with the attack and I say, oh, not so easy. So still, of course, I can take the pawn, knight on c6, there is knight on d4 back, but it's far from easy. So maybe I will be doing something else and I will be playing the move bishop on d4 just in case, to have no tricks for the side of I Play Chess. So yeah, let me read the chat a little bit. Sai saying the video of Hari is very good. Yeah, Hari is excellent in making videos. Hari is very good in that. Rook on b8. This is too passive. This is too passive. You have an active rook. Rook on b8. No, this is the wrong way to play the positions. In case you are getting squeezed, you should try to get active. Rook on b8, you put your rook into the pawns, and rook b8 potentially can be played, but in case you're doing fine, now being under pressure to be playing rook on b8 is just too passive. So being under pressure, you have to do something, you have to do something fast, you have to search for resources. So yeah, to play rook b8 is just the wrong strategy. Now we have the move b5 being played. I can take it with the knight and I can take it with the pawn. I don't know what is better. I think both is possible. So let me just take it with a knight. So we keep this beautiful pawn structure here with c4, b3 and a2. And let's see what happens next. Bishop on d7. That's a good idea to play bishop on d7, of course. And with the white pieces, what should we do here? Should we play something like e3 or should we advance with our pawns? I think maybe it's time to advance. As we said, we have this still beautiful structure. 2 pawns more. So it's not easy for black already, because also rook b8 didn't really help. Way too passive. When you're doing worse, like my friend used to say, he liked to call that extreme measures. So when you're getting under pressure, you feel that you have to do something special, otherwise it just goes the bad direction. Then you're searching for extreme measures. The idea of bishop takes e5, bishop takes, and in case I take the bishop, there is bishop takes a1. So yeah, this was not, bishop e5 is not the best. Rook on d8 makes perfect sense, and now I will be just defending the bishop here by playing the move e3. Everything is very stable for white. I keep my 2 extra pawns, and the next strategy should be for white just to change. 2 pawns more should be a win somewhere. Bishop on c6, good play once again by I Play Chess, playing excellent game. I Play Chess really plays a good game. It feels like an easy win for white, but believe me, it is not. Of course, it's not easy for I Play Chess to play a GM, and for many others would be the same. It is not easy, but he plays a good game. You can trust me on that. Of course, there are some errors, but he plays an excellent game. Now I think I will be just taking the knight on e5 because I would like to put my knight on d4 next. We are still having this 2 extra pawns, so all I need to do is to be accurate. Now with the knight on d4, I'm blocking all the play by black. In case we have change of bishops, that's alright. Otherwise, I will be slowly moving ahead. Yes, black has a bishop pair, but this kind of bishop pair, 2 pawns down, it's not anymore a real bishop pair, so It's like it is a bishop pair, but a little bit handicapped. So it doesn't count anymore. Still, I play chess with a great fighting spirit, with a great play. Not bad at all, not bad at all, except these two errors that we saw, queen on b6 and rook on b8, except these two. Excellent play by I Play Chess. Way better than the game we had earlier, so big improvement is clearly visible. This is nice. Alright, next, let's advance here a little bit with our pawn. f4. Next we will be advancing slowly, step by step. There is no rush here for white. So these pawns will be starting moving. Bishop f6, correct decision. To change here on d4 would be even worse for black, so maybe should we take or should we not take? I think both is possible. Maybe let's go first with the move rook on c1, and then we are getting ready for this a5, b4, etc. Is there a way to save the game somehow for I Play Chess? Very difficult. Very difficult. By the way, I think I Play Chess 24. This is the best account name that we have seen so far. Do you agree with me? Or somebody else has a better account name than I Play Chess 24. So let me know in the chat if you ever seen a better account name. My account, Captain James, okay. I think not bad, Captain James, but I Play Chess 24 is way better. So, rook on d7. That's alright. Rook on d8 is the next plan for I Play Chess here. So what can we do here? We have a couple of winning ideas, of course. What is the most easy win here? I think we can just simply take. So obviously I Play Chess is going to take the rook now, because there is nothing else. So we are taking back, and now we will be advancing with our pawns. We're keeping this 2 extra pawn position. Next, the white pawns will be starting moving. Very difficult for black to stop them, especially the a pawn. This a6. How to stop the move a6? I can play the move a6, of course, and a7, but I think we can also play just this solid rook on b1 first. There is no rush. a6 is still coming next. c5, great play by I Play Chess. I mean, very good ideas. Just, of course, it is still not enough to hold the position into a draw, but great play by I Play Chess. I like very much. I Play Chess improved a lot from the last time we played. Now, way better. Nice game, nice game. So, let me read the chat if somebody has a better account. I see someone with unreadable account name is saying he has a better account. Not sure, man. Okay, I Play Chess resigns because there is no way to stop now the move a8, but excellent play by I Play Chess. Let's see. Let's wait till I Play Chess is back to the chat and we go through the game just to understand the key points. Welcome, I Play Chess is here with us. Good play, good play. So first of all, let's go a little bit to this position here. e6 is a little bit too passive, so in this position, or you go with the move g6, so you get your bishop to g7, for example. There's d4, take. bishop on d7, followed by the move bishop on g7, very normal position, so there are thousands and thousands of games here. In case you would like to play the move e5, it's better to keep the knight on g8, because you are going to play knight g7, g6, and bishop on g7. And in case you have the move e5, it's better to have the knight on e7, because you have later the idea of playing f5. So to play knight f6, basically g6 is the best. We have e6, now black is a little bit passive, and knight on d4 is okay, but it's better to play first the move bishop on d7 here. Develop the piece, don't give me easy play. So for example, knight on c3, you can go rook on c8 or similar. Of course, there is an idea knight on b5 somewhere, I understand. It's already not so easy, but still, you give me easy rook on d1. So rook on d1, too easy. Now knight on b5 is a main idea for white, or b3, followed by the move bishop on a3. Big pressure on the pawn d6, so not easy. For black to play this, already like slightly worse, so you have to think if you want to defend it like knight e8, which is not a beautiful defense, obviously. Maybe first to play the move a6, let's see what happens next. This would be logical, I think. First a6, and let's see if I'm gonna go with the move b3. Maybe you have something like d5 immediately being pawned down somewhere, trying to fight for a draw. Now queen b6. Why queen b6 is not the best? Because you are entering an endgame where you have b6 and b7, both of them not beautiful, plus d6 remains as a weakness, and this is a little bit too much. So many people think that equal endgame is equal draws. This is absolutely false. So endgame and draw has nothing to do with each other. In case you are in an endgame, it doesn't mean that you are closer to a draw. That's why queen on b6, this is not something nice to do. So this endgame is tough. Knight on d7 is a good play. Knight a5 also good play. I mean, you're fighting here very well, and except rook on b8. So rook on b8 is not a good move. It doesn't matter what you do. I mean, obviously black is under pressure. The position is tough. I completely agree, but in a bad position, try to search for active ways. It's like you need to take extreme measures. It's time for extreme measures here for black. Risk whatever you want. So rook b8. In case you are too solid, you're too passive, you cannot come back. So there is no comeback from that. So yeah, after you played good, but it is not enough. To defend this kind of position is just too difficult. And let me read the chat. Forest wants to have a game. All right, Forest, last one, and then I will be stopping my stream. Please challenge me. Last game for today against Forest. Big support of us here. Let's go, Forest. The last game for today, because I still have some things to do, and it's getting late here in the Emirates. So please, Forest, challenge me and let's go. In the chat, I hope all of you are wishing Forest good luck. Let's go. I don't see a challenge by Forest, at least for the moment. Good luck, Forest. Yes. Forest has big support in the chat, and the last game, Forest is so well prepared. Where's Forest? Forest wrote he wants to play, and now we don't see a challenge by the Forest. I play chess live, yeah. GM will do. Yes. Only green energy. Somehow I think Forest is not with us anymore. Usually Forest is answering very, very quickly, and there Forest wrote he wants to have a game, but Forest is Ah, Gino. Yeah, Forest is here. All right. I see Forest. Let's go. Let's go. This time I'm white. Usually I always been black. I think I played all games black against Forest. We played already a couple of times. Now, this time white against Forest. We have the Caro-Kann defense. Okay, let's see. Let's go with the very main E5. The advanced Caro-Kann. Great opening. And we have the move C5. Also, one of the main lines. Let's play something interesting against Forest 92. Let's see. Let's see what is going to happen after the move knight on e2, because I'm curious which move Forest is going to play. We have knight on c6. Not the main, not the main. The main would be to take on d4. Alright. So, what should I do next? I think d takes c5 is looking decent. We are having immediately after the opening quite an interesting position. Usually the knight is on f3, now the knight is on e2. It has ups and downs, of course. So the game is going to be fun. We will be defending the pawn on c5 first. So now that c5 is defended, usually black should be taking the pawn on e5. This would be normal. Yes, Forest taking on e5. This is normal. We will be also getting a little bit active now with the move knight on d4. I don't know if there's something like queen a5 or bishop c5. Maybe bishop c5 is actually possible. I thought I have knight takes e6, but let me calculate again. If I'm correct, I think I am. So knight d4. I think it's time for Forest to consider. There are many different options here for black, but to win the pawn on c5 is looking, in my opinion, just he takes. Also, almost immediately. Wow, Forest, are you sure? What happens if I take? So this was my idea, just to take. Queen a5. I thought I have this bishop on d2, and what happens next? What do you think, guys? Can I take the pawn on e6? Because this is what I wanted. But Forest played so quickly the move bishop on c5 that it scares me a little bit. Maybe I'm making sort of miscalculation here. Someone miscalculated, or Forest or me. I think I can take. Okay, let's take, because I don't see what black should do there. Let's go. 96. Forest have seen the move, or he has missed the move knight on e6. I'm very curious. After the game, I'm going to ask if knight e6, if Forest saw it or not, because he played so quickly. I think it would be a good moment to think a little bit longer in this position for black, because obviously, in case I'm sacrificing a pawn, there is a high chance that I did not blunder the pawn, that I have some ideas. And Forest with a 100% confidence. Huge confidence by Forest, actually. Huge confidence. Very big confidence, but if this is correct, let's see. Actually, I think there is a way to play this position for black. Yeah, there is a move for black. I have missed this. I let you calculate because there is a way, the way black gets much better play here. So black is doing better. There is an option for black. I think at least it is better. It should be better. Maybe not better. I don't know. Queen a5. This is correct. This is the best. I just saw that this is possible, this queen a5, and the thing is, I saw that bishop on d2 is okay, but there is Bishop takes, king takes, and queen b6 check. So I go bishop on e3 back, then takes. I have bishop on b5 check. There is bishop d7. I'm gonna take, then I'm gonna play the move rook e1. But I think black is doing well there. So it is a good position. Wonderful idea, no? Bishop takes f2. So beautiful. So beautiful in my opinion. Very nice tactics. In case I go with the move queen on d2, what is going to happen there? Queen on d2, so queen takes, probably we take. Then there is bishop takes, I have knight on c7, king d8. I will be taking the rook there, but looks so dangerous for white. Still, of course, quite unclear, but it looks like a bad position. I don't know. Forest is pushing on us. I think I have to play bishop on d2. I don't see something else. Is there something else? Forest is a little bit lucky. He is a little bit lucky because I'm sure he did not see the move knight on e6 at all, because to see tactics like this within a couple of seconds is almost impossible. So this kind of beautiful combination with queen b6, yes, this is available, but to see it from far away, this is everything else than easy. I have to play this bishop on e3, I don't have something else, so I have also to play bishop b5, I don't have something else. I can go h3, but there is this knight f6, knight e4, unpleasant, so I have to go bishop on b5 check, and let's see if black is doing better, or maybe white is fine, but it feels like black is doing better here. I have this quick rook e1 coming, that is of course saving me a lot of time to defend from this knight on g4 next, but it feels like it is a better position for black. But what a beautiful combination, this bishop f2. I haven't seen it immediately. I saw that this is fine for white, but yeah, queen b6, queen e6, this is what I have missed. Forest is using his chance, but a little bit lucky, because to see it so quickly it's usually not possible. A little bit lucky in the position, yeah, sometimes. But you might get a little bit lucky or unlucky, so I have to take here. I don't have a choice. Next I can play the move h3, but this is a little bit too slow, so I have to play rook on e1. There's nothing else that I'm capable of doing, at least to put a little bit of pressure here on the e file. This is the best I can do. f6, I don't like the move f6 because it allows me now, I think, to take on e5 eventually. The idea of Forest is probably this short castle. Wow. Forest is in a fantastic shape. Because f6 looks very unusual, like very unusual play. But maybe it's a good play. So I can go also knight on c3, knight e7, bishop c5, but this is just equal in my opinion. On the other hand, to do something more than equal in this position is probably just not possible for white. So I have this queen h5, but it doesn't help me. f6, very strong play. Very strong play. What can I say? I think I should play the move knight on c3. I don't see something better. We have to fight for equality here with white pieces. Maybe I am still equal, but on the limit, of course. f6, very strong play. Because it's a difficult move to make, f6. Most of us would just play the move knight on f6 or knight on e7, or... But f6, very difficult play. Okay, let's see what is coming next for the moment. Forest is playing a fantastic game, in my opinion. Let's go with the move bishop on c5. So we are taking the knight on e7 and we try to win the pawn back on d5. Yes, I know my king is on f2, but first we have to win the pawn back. This is a must play, because if I don't get the pawn back, it's gonna be just worse for white. As simple as that. In any case, it might be slightly worse, but in case I get the pawn back, it should be okay. So it's gonna be just more or less an equal game. Let's see what Forrest is going to play next. And actually, it's Forrest is thinking now longer than before taking on c5. What a gambler. Forrest is a gambler, just taking the pawn. So, Thomas is here with us. Good evening, Thomas. Good evening. Let's see what is the next move of Forrest. Is there a way to defend the pawn on d5? I think very, very difficult. To defend this pawn here on d5 is just so hard. How do you do that? To play long castle is crazy. Rook on d8 to give the pawn on a7. I don't know. I don't know if this is a good decision. Maybe it is fine, but a little bit risky. So personally, I would not go for something like rook on d8. Way too risky. Maybe the idea is to play the move d4 next, but this is a very high level play by Forrest. A little bit too high level even. So I don't know. I don't know what we should play next with a white, because this d4 might be very, very dangerous. Might be okay, but might be dangerous. This is like a huge gamble if there is a move d4 or not. So what should I do here? What should I play? If d4 is dangerous, so I should somehow defend from that, but I don't know how. But d4 is not necessarily dangerous, so I can take a d4, knight on e4. How to evaluate the position? This is just a crazy position, immediately, completely crazy, because so many options. Okay, let's go. Let's go for it, because I'm not 100% sure that this is good for black. It might be also good for white. Yes, I understand it's very dangerous for white, but we are taking an important pawn. So now in many cases, in case we survive the attack by Forrest, we might be doing fine. Of course, the knight is a beast. I fully understand that, but let's see what happens next. So we will be deciding. I think Forrest wanted to go c d4, no? Otherwise, why to give the pawn? It's a dangerous position for white. I fully understand that, but sometimes we have to take a little gamble, because otherwise we will be just defending a worse position. Now, after knight on e4, knight on c6 to play without castle. This is not the best Forrest after such a great game. Knight on c6, I think, is not very good here. Actually, this is terrible, I think. I have bishop on b6, no? Or do I miss something? Because Forrest is so tricky, so maybe I missed some tactics, but I don't think so. So let's go with the move bishop on b6. We are attacking the rook on d8. Also, I could have gone bishop on c5, but I think this is more Forrest. After bishop on b6, what to play with black? It's a very risky position now. This move, knight c6, this was not very good. I think black should have castled. I would go back, bishop c5, and still, I believe maybe black is slightly better, but it should be okay, more or less, for white. And now, after the bishop on b6, the rook is under attack, and where to put the rook? So there's not very many options now with the rook. Maybe check first would make sense, but rook a8, and I think we have this check here. Or maybe we play also bishop on c5. I don't know if I should check. King f8 seems to be like only. But the question is, do we need that with a white? Not sure actually. Maybe it's more... Maybe we could give a check. Okay, let's give a check. Just to see. King f8, of course, on the board. And I think I should just go back with our king. Because it feels unpleasant to have this knight on g4 all the time in the air. I'm just going back. Now the rook on h8 is a little bit stuck there. Not easy to get the rook into the game from h8. I might be playing rook f1 with a pressure on f6. So knight takes f6 somewhere. Maybe possible. Welcome everyone to Viches. In case you like my comments, like and subscribe obviously, not to miss this educational streams that we're having daily here. As well, check out on our shorts, and in case you remember, I started today to upload educational endgame videos. So we will be building up this kind of video database of educational chess material step by step. Thank you very much in any case for watching. I hope you're enjoying. Be a little bit more active in the chat. We have great people in the chat. It's not only me answering, we have a lot of people here in the chat who are capable of answering your questions. So don't be shy, there's no bad question. Queen on d5. What is the idea of forest? I'm not very sure what is the idea, but I'm sure that I have to play something. Maybe rook e8 is the idea, but also this is not a real idea. For the moment, I think maybe let's bring the pieces into the game. No, as we always say, first the pieces, then we think what happens next. So we bring the rook into the game. Maybe there's something like c3, c4 somewhere, bishop c5. Check is an option. I'm not afraid to lose a pawn on a2 because this pawn is not so dangerous. Now the king goes to g8. Well, we should be able somehow to win something, but I don't know how to do that. Maybe something like queen here to h4. Pawn on f6, queen on g3 next, pawn on d4. We are threatening quite many things here, but I just don't know if this is a win or not. Let's see. Let's see what is going to happen next. Forest is running out of time, but a great game by Forest, especially in the beginning. I think a little bit lucky to see this bishop takes f2, but it worked. It worked, so black had excellent position. Queen takes a2. Wow, this is looking so scary, having the king there on g8. I don't think it is a way to survive here. Still, it's a game, so it's not easy still. Let's take here on d4. I'm playing against the king on g8. So, queen takes. We should be able somewhere to place this knight takes f6. I just don't know where. So maybe first we are going for this rook on the a8 check. Let's see what happens next. Black is under pressure. Oh, how is it possible to play this? I thought this is just rook d8 somewhere and it might be game over. I miscalculated, or... I don't know. I don't know. Luckily, I have a little bit more time on the clock than Forest, because otherwise it would be so tricky. Because I am not sure what is going on. I will be playing this queen on f2 just in case, not to blunder something. Maybe I had something else that had been winning. Still, the king is on g8, so it's so dangerous with the king, obviously, on g8. And next we will be playing Maybe queen on f5, not to let the king go from g8. And it should be now a game over because the king is so poorly positioned there. Queen on c6. Let's go with the move knight on d6. And it is over. So a very, very good game by Forrest, of course. Very, very good game. I think Forrest is going to be back now to the chat. So let's go back to the very early stage of the game. Okay, we have this rare line of Caro-Kann with the move knight on e2. That's alright. Knight on d4. And I saw that bishop c5 is not working. But Forrest took bishop c5. Great move. So, of course, I should not go knight on d4. But how to see that bishop c5 is working? Forrest played it very, very quickly. I don't know. Forrest, you have seen this bishop f2. I don't think so, no? This was a little bit of luck that bishop c5 is working because knight takes c6. It looks like it should be good for white. And brilliant combination by black. Check. I have to play this bishop f2 because in case I go queen on d2, then I believe black is capable of taking. Again, it's quite forced. Everything's so forced. And what I thought that this position is probably better for black because I'm gonna lose the knight on a8. And black is just going to be better. Maybe it's still a fight, but looks very, very dangerous. So we have the brilliant move by Forrest. Bishop takes f2, so strong. Take. All is Forrest. Bishop d7, also good play. Rook e1, f6. Very, very good play. And after bishop c5, I think it was time just to castle short side. Easy decision. Take, queen takes. Alright. Black can just play queen f7. Completely equal endgame. That's alright. In case you are playing with a black. Forrest is saying that was probably the best game of chess I ever played. I actually thought I could take the knight, but I realized I couldn't. I've seen this line with bishop b5, including before the knight sacrifice, but how to see that so quickly, Forrest? I don't know. I don't know how you see this line so fast, because for me, I didn't see the move queen e6. Of course, I saw bishop f2, but I thought, alright, now what? But this queen b6, queen e6. Okay, very, very beautiful, of course. Very, very nice, yeah. So black is doing better here. I think short castle and just completely equal. Rook on d8 is dangerous play, because now the position is crazy. Very difficult to evaluate the position. I think knight on c6 to allow me bishop b6. This is not the best. I think short castle, just short castle, and maybe black is doing better. I don't know. Maybe it is still equal, or black is doing better because this great knight on e5. It's a monster, so something like bishop on c5 and just push d3. So you are just pushing. Maybe I can equalize with white, but this is a max I can do. Maybe still white is more or less fine. I can go king g1, so I'm surviving. And position is more or less equal, but black is completely out of the risk, so any move. Also rook e8 is fine, so black is not risking here to be worse. But still, I would personally just do the short castle, and that's enough to have a good position. So just equal, and after rook d8, this bishop b6, now the things are getting tricky. So to play with the king on f8 feels unpleasant, plus very, very dangerous, of course. Queen h4, maybe not the best. Maybe I should have done something else. Still, very, very dangerous position with the king on g8. Rook a1, very good move. I don't know if I could win with the move rook on d8 and give this check on d6, or first check on h5, but it looks so unclear. For example, check here, king on e7, and suddenly there are no more checks left. So knight here, this is what I thought, but I was not sure, because for example, king on e6. Now I still have this check, but maybe it's a checkmate, but maybe it's not. Actually, this might be a checkmate. On the other hand, it might not be a checkmate. So a little bit too crazy to have little time on the clock to go for that. This was a little bit too unclear for me. That's why I saw that Queen f2 is alright, because in case of King f7 I have still knight on d6 check or knight on g5. So we have now this position, and this position is not easy to play for black. Maybe it's alright for black because of the good knight on e5, but the king is on g8, so you are always under pressure here of a checkmate. And king on g8 still not in the game, so all in all, very dangerous position at the end, especially with limited time on the clock. But good play, excellent play by Forrest. Beautiful combination in the beginning. Still, I am not 100% convinced that Forrest saw it by playing bishop takes c5, but after, definitely Forrest found this beautiful bishop takes f2. And it was at least equal for black. Maybe black been doing even slightly better. Alright guys, so that's it for today's stream. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed. Push the like, subscribe. Tomorrow back with a new stream. New day, it's gonna be Tuesday. Tuesday, not so busy day like Monday for most of us. So yeah, tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. As we say on VChess, one smart move at a time. This is all we need. And wishing you still a great Monday till tomorrow. Thank you and bye.